You're right, the 106 is good. Oh, bloody hell.
Not the worst view in the world.
Oh, gorgeous place. Oh, mate, and it's... Oh, look.
Having picked our jaws up from the floor from the breathtaking scenery that we'd missed due to the darkness last night, we set off for our first destination on Skye. Handily, this was a 2 minutes walk from our front door, so we wandered down to the Mealt Falls. Oh, is that a... Oh, I'm interested by the thing.
I think it's actually...
I think there's what, sorry?
It's a dinosaur museum. It's got a picture of a Stegosaurus on the front, so I'd assume so.
Is Skye full of... is Skye full of dinosaurs? Like, is this a good place for dinosaur find?
Well, maybe dead dinosaurs.
Oh, you're saying there aren't any live ones anymore?
No.
Oh, I've been sold this trip on false pretenses.
This is not Island B. This is not Jurassic Park.
I'm disappointed. It doesn't quite do it justice in the night, does it? Looking at this amazing piece of tarmac that works its way through the hillside.
You can feel it underfoot though, can't you? How terrible that is.
This is a good bit of road for what we drove on last night.
Yeah.
This is fine. Just your suspension's bad. You can't deal with this, oh my god.
Superior GT car, you see. Stream.
Yeah, I don't think they can jump up that.
Do you just ask your salmon swim up that?
Not seriously, Lawrie.
I just like seeing the Highlands just wreathing cloud in the distance as well.
Jellyfish in the sea.
Oh yeah, the brown one.
The water plunging onto the rocks below was a truly wonderful sight, even more so as the mist rolled in waves from the ocean far below. The trickle becomes a torrent when the Scottish weather gets rough, but we were all thankful that the rainstorms had stayed away for this glorious day on our trip. After the falls, we decided to visit another famous site of Skye, which was a conveniently short drive away. The Old Man of Storr. This gave us our first real experience of driving on Skye, which was nothing short of breathtaking.
Yeah. What else? A radiator.
You are aware, right, you're never going to live this down?
Yeah.
Does that make it worse?
Yeah.
Has the radio got plastic in it as well then?
Yeah.
So the whole thing's got plastic?
Well, not the actual radiator.
Yeah, that's unfair.
The alternator is fine.
The alternator is proper metal and all that and does a good job. It just has a stupid plastic clip on it that holds the cables in.
Plastic is inferior to metal.
How much of your beamer is actually made out of plastic?
Chassis, wheels, engine, cooling system, it's all plastic.
Liquid inside? Liquid plastic in the cooling system, yeah?
Basically a toy car.
Hey Matt,
Yeah?
you seen that road over there? That beautiful ribbon of tarmac?
Do you want me to drive on
The one we drove on last night?
that? Yeah.
Can you imagine how nice it would be to drive on that? I mean, to drive a car that you're used to and you know the performance of. Yep. Right, okay, I'm all for this maintaining social distancing, but we are in the this is
No one sick made it up this far. I just want to point that out.
I just so how do you social? This is everywhere.
I think we do 200 metres social distancing up here.
Yeah.
One go ahead, I'll go in the middle, I'll go behind. 20 metres maybe.
I don't think I've ever seen anything just quite this impressive. It's just simply magnificent. It takes your breath away. Just the shape of it, the fact that it was designed with a sense of raw power. What an amazing piece of kit this is. It is simply...
We just can't take him anywhere, can we?
It's great. Now, one thing has become painfully obvious is while he has the worst car, he is far fitter than both of us. Slow down, you fit thing.
Look at how all the rocks like stick up there.
Looks like somebody's cut them out.
Yeah, it's all over there as well. the old man.
That looks like a gherkin.
Does a bit, doesn't it? It's an eggplant.
It also
It's an eggplant.
It's not an eggplant. Slap you.
eggs don't grow plants.
An aubergine.
Does that not look like it's about to fall over? If we go over next door to it and give it a hard push.
Right. We'll do that. We'll give that back.
Give it.
Like an aubergine, because it's got that at the top.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If we give it a push. Why is it like, I can't understand how something like that has been naturally made.
Just the way it eroded.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it?
This was a volcanic island, so that would have been a lava tube at one point.
Oh, right.
That's a different kind of stone.
I did that in Iceland. I went down lava tube caving.
Yeah.
Morgan, graceful like a mountain goat. And Matt.
Hello. I got up here, didn't I?
Yeah, me too. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's a lot bigger than it looked on the ground.
That's cool and all, but how are you getting down?
I don't even know how I got up it, to be honest. That was all kind of...
A blur. Well, you've still got some way to go to the top.
I don't think I can do that. Bet my brother could, to be fair. He'd be up there in a jiffy. The view up here is even better. With that thing there, it's really imposing. It's like being out to Lord of the Rings. Now I'm about to see Legolas and Gimli just legging it through that bit. Maybe that's the...
I can smell the hobbits.
Pardon?
I can smell the hobbits.
Isengard. Guard. So I'm currently a bit higher than the other guys, the glass stuff. I've climbed up a little bit more of a rock and just... It's the most amazing bit of scenery I've ever seen. I'm sheltered up here as well, which is incredible. Oh, we're so lucky to have the weather up here. Skye is just unbelievably pretty. And
It would have been terrible in the rain.
oh, it would have been absolutely terrible in the rain. But down there, I genuinely have never seen anything quite this pretty. And in 2020 as well, after so much time being stuck indoors, to be able to get out here and explore this, it makes it all the more special. Especially when you've got like two of your best mates in the whole world sat down there as well, who will no doubt say something. There he is. There's Matt acknowledging and Morgan pretending not to know me. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that's quite this stunning. It's just everywhere you look is unbelievably magnificent.
You want to take a photo in every single direction. It's so crazy.
I've got so many pictures of the same thing, just from a slightly different elevation.
I do want to point out that I can't see my car from up here, and I did want to get a photo of that in.
I'm sure we'll find it. So I guess it's quite close, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not going to see it.
But yes, we're very close to the sea here, so occasionally we get like a big old gust come in. It's really refreshing actually climbing up it.
The big question is, can you see your car from here? It's 180 miles that way.
It's over there.
It's stunning here, and looking that way, you can see there's this huge crevice that's been carved in by water coming down where the water runs. It's just...
I believe the word is crevasse, but
crevasse, yeah.
Crevasse.
We'll let you off on that one.
Yeah.
It's a gap in the rocks, guys. Gappy thing.
It is truly wonderful.
I'm good at geology, me.
Gappy thing.
I'm going to call that gappy thing the LMM gap.
Right, that's ours now. We've claimed that. She's going to stick a sticker
We
on
need a
it.
flag.
I don't really want to walk up it though, to be honest.
No, it's all kind of a little deceptive, isn't it? You look over and go, oh, they aren't big rocks, and you get close and go, oh, they're very big rocks.
This is huge, yes.
Boulders, yeah.
These looked tiny. The Old Man of Storr looks actually tiny from the road, and we were like, oh, it's not too bad. You get up here, it's huge. It's a monolith.
It's the most amazing structure, just having this tower, this column erupting from nothing.
Yeah.
It's just, it looks so weird.
Bizarre, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
You can imagine back in ancient days, this is the kind of thing that would have been worshipped and revered as some kind of magic, sacred thing.
That's one of the things on Skye. There's so many places, like if we manage to go to the Fairy Glen as well, you can see just how much respect they have for the environment because it's so stunning. It's it defies all logic just how beautiful that is.
Do you remember? Did you ever watch the TV series Knights of Tir na nog? I think it was set in Ireland, but it's mystic area, isn't it? This is where you can kind of believe there's mystic things and mystic creatures.
Yeah.
There's
a reason why it's called the Fairy Glen and the Fairy Pools.
I can imagine. If you haven't done Skye, guys, and you're in the UK, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's just the roads are just stunning.
Well, you say the roads. The road.
The road. And bits of it are stunning.
One road.
Bits of it are single track death trap, but some of it is stunning.
Yeah.
And the scenery, we have just spent the entire drive to here from our accommodation going, it's amazing.
We turned up here at 2 in the morning, so we didn't see any of this. It was pitch black the whole drive up here, and just we woke up, we opened the door of the accommodation, and
Like,
oh my
wow.
God, it's gorgeous.
We keep doing this. We keep driving late to the accommodation. Sometimes they're our own fault, sometimes through no fault of our own.
It wasn't our fault, was it?
No, it wasn't my fault.
It wasn't my fault.
Well, I bought the wrong car.
Yeah. West GC car.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm a rebel. The reason for my rebellious nature was quite simple. When buying our parking tickets, we had assumed that 3 hours was plenty enough time to have our wander around without too much worry. But forgetting about the whole filming nonsense had left us with only 40 minutes to dash back towards our cars, and so we begun our descent. Skye didn't stop with its sights on the scramble down though, as we watched the islands before us be draped in a blanket of sea fog. I think it'll go down and round. I think that loops round. But I think we can go down through that gap there. Let's follow this way and see if we can. It'll be a bit of a scramble. Yeah, but we can scramble. Yeah, we're going to go. We'll go for a direct scramble. Off the tourist line. Lack of health and safety?
No. You can see where they're taking the stones from. So from either side you've got like no rocks, and then once you go out about 20 feet, there's rocks again. Because they've used them all to make that. Wonderful.
I just love the way it's just so higgledy-piggledy, like, and just so kind of climb up it, it's under your own risk, go on, do it.
Well, it's better than them having to carry a big fucking pallet of paving slabs.
Oh god, it looks so nice though, doesn't it? It feels special.
Is this like extreme diggering?
Yeah. Sensing that things seem to have been going just too well for us for a whole 5 hours, Scotland decided to pick on Morgan once more.
What's happened to you?
Oh, it's not going well for Morgan, is it? We have a breakdown of the car and a.
Can't even walk now. I mean, it could be worse. You could stand in a puddle of mud now.
This is me filming for us the way down. It's just this.
Is it gonna go? Hey.
Okay, it's not too bad.
Are you happy?
There's no mode of transport on that, do you?
All the way down, non-stop. That's good. I like how you're carrying it. It's just a beauty. Hey Morgan, it's a phone call for you.
She's gonna have a big footprint on the side of your face.
It's just a total disaster. Day 1 went well. Day 2 the car broke. Day 3, chew.
We've still got one chip.
I mean, the thing is, your trip home is going to be well worth documenting.
Let me show you my problem.
I think you have spontaneous rapid disassembly.
So we can nip back up to the accommodation and get Morgan some new shoes, and it's only 10 minutes away.
Yeah, sure. But we're going past it anyway, aren't we?
Yes.
For me and Matt, driving on Skye brought back happy memories. The roads wind their way through the absolutely magnificent scenery, and you never really know what's coming next. Especially for the roads. 1 second you're on a fairly standard English B road with enough room and 2 lanes. Then suddenly it's down to a single track road where there's no warning, the road just suddenly ends, so there's always enough to keep you on your toes. And both of our cars loved it. They ate up the terrain with Matt's MR2 storming ahead and the little 106 taking the entire roads at basically one constant speed, holding the roads fantastically. In fact, both cars stayed together remarkably well. Matt would zoom ahead with his extra power on the hills, but in the corners he just couldn't touch the speed of the 106 nipping its way through. The only thing that I felt the whole trip was poor Morgan sat in the 106, could feel him itching to be out, to experience the roads. Just being a passenger does not do it justice. And the more we explored Skye, the more that me and Matt realised how little we had touched this magnificent island on our first trip. Every single corner opened up new trees. The scenery just kept on getting better. Everywhere you looked, it was breathtaking. And to think, this little island in the north of Scotland, famous for its bad weather, and we were driving around in the absolute most glorious of all days. We could not believe our luck. These kind of things don't happen, and with all the bad luck we'd had on the trip, it made sense for it to be miserable and the rain to hammer down and wind. But no, fortune for once had smiled upon us. You find us now on Coral Beach, which is rather fitting on the very far end, top end, west.
Yeah, we're pretty much at the north of Skye, and it's very unusual to see a beach of this colour here. It's quite magnificent.
The water is clear.
It's crystal clear. We noticed this last time we were on Skye and regretted that we didn't swim because the sea looked so inviting. I mean,
It's freezing though.
Is it
it's
cold?
not as cold as you'd think,
That's
but
positive.
not warm.
there is the catch. It's not warm. So we're here, we've travelled like the full distance of our journey out to this point of Skye, and the sun is starting to go down. And this is our last day on the island before we turn around and head back down to home.
Well, by home you mean to collect Morgan's BMW.
Ah, yes, to collect the stricken beamer. So we thought, as the sun sets, this would make the good setting for a summary and an end and a discussion of which of the 3 vehicles we bought is indeed the best GT car.
Well, it's clearly the MR2. That is the best GT car by an absolute country
It's
mile.
not the best GT car. It's had
no.
issues. The 106 has been fine and rescued it, and it's rescued his.
But the 106 is not a GT car.
The 106, I'd concede the 106 is not a GT car, but
It's the best car here.
Well,
It's been the best car.
it is the best car.
It's been the best
it
car
hasn't
on this journey.
hasn't broken.
No, it is the best car. Yours is certainly a better GT car.
Yes.
I'll give that.
And I
Mine
do have
is,
a GT badge on the back.
which gives you that.
What?
Yeah,
Golf GTI does not make a great GTI
Yeah,
car.
no,
it's
because
got
it has
Got a G
GTI,
and a T next
whereas
to it.
he has GT, and I give him that.
Rubbish.
The MR2 is the better GT car. It turns heads, it's plenty comfortable, it's got power to enjoy it. However, the car which is the best, and is better than the MR2, is the 106, because it saved your car, it saved your car, it saved him and transported him around, it's carried most of the rubbish for this trip for 2 people, and it's kept up with the MR2 the entire trip. In fact, you told me to slow down.
Because I've been going easy.
Yes, but I don't care, it's fine. I got told by the person driving the car with an extra litre to slow down. So, on that, I take it the MR2 isn't as good as the 106.
The BMW on its day is a better GT car than the MR2.
Yes,
It
but
cruises at a higher speed at a much nicer rate. You can fit more luggage in it. You can fit more people in it.
these
you
are
can
all
carry
very
more
good
shit.
points,
But
Morgan.
it's not a Grand
But
Tour.
where
if you
is
don't-
it?
Yeah, it's not a Grand Tour if you don't get to your destination.
Yes, I am aware of that, and that's
It-
my fault for not changing the water cooler.
It is currently
not the car's fault.
like
it's my
200
fault.
miles over that way.
Yeah.
It's
it is.
it's not.
I don't have much leg to stand on, but
You don't have any leg to
It
stand
is
on.
a better car, a GT car. It is
Sorry,
it's got
is that
better
what makes a
noise.
good GT car? Is cars that don't get to their
bigger
destinations?
engine.
Yeah,
I see.
apparently. Yeah.
So, a bombshell for
You
LMM.
had
If you-
failures as well, Max.
If
with
you
your
want
car
a
as
GT
well,
car
so-
which won't get you to where you actually want to go,
It's a BMW.
The MR2 as well.
And so, on that bombshell, to drive to Scotland, you choose yourself a Peugeot 106. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
I'm going for a swim.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe the 106 won.
neither can I.
Not what I envisaged.
These are the JM of truck.
They have run away.
Is it getting any better, Matt? It's all good over here.
Something, things come in threes.
Yeah, said it would. I don't know where it's gone though. That is a split pipe. Pipes we can fix.
Is it in a bit of a pain of a spot though?
It's underneath the manifold.
Take it off, duct tape it up.
It doesn't. Possible. It's another pipe that's going to. Does it go to the heater matrix? It goes into a union. So yeah, it goes into a union and then it. What about the other side? It goes back around into the back of the manifold where it seems to connect to. There must be like another chamber in the manifold or something. If Rocky Daniels will come through, your veterans.
So the MR2's the best vehicle here.
Yep. It is!
It's the best of a very terrible batch.
Well, no. I think the thing is, you can get from this is mine's probably a repairable fix. Because we could have fixed yours. So far, yours has broken down 4 times and been repaired.
But it's been repaired every time.
Yes. And this one will be repaired this time.
We got the part for my BMW, but it was absolute rubbish. Like, appallingly bad part for the car. Like, that is not OEM quality on any standard. This is a hose.
Where's-
Is it a special type of hose or not?
It feels like we can cut it and bodge. It seems to go in the back of the manifold.
Yeah, but where does it go to?
Not sure to split it. I think it's the return from the engine that goes up, splits, and then loops around. I'm not sure.
Disaster. Overall.
A little bit, yes.
Would you like to go back to the accommodation on the floor of the MR2, Morgan?
I would love to sit in the seat of the MR2 with the seat belts if we were fastened. That'd be lovely.
Hello, I'm in the.
Note, after our call, you can still use our app to track our arrival. To help us improve
Why
our
don't you install the
service,
app,
we
Lawrie?
may record your call.
I have the app installed and it said call us. Where are we? Coral Beach.
Yeah.
Scott,
Well, this is good. It's not even ringing.
can you go for
What one for?
106 went.
Are there any height restrictions on road to get to that car park?
Pardon?
Are there any height restrictions on road to get to that car park?
No, but you get a van down here. A lorry's going to be a real trouble, so it's a van job.
Yeah, no, that's much anyway. Are there any rail technicians you can be
It's bloody cold.
If I get cold, I'll die. Nah, mate, it's all right. I mean, to be fair, I don't have a coat or anything with us, and it's getting cold here because we've been out on the beach. So if it wasn't midnight by the time someone come up and picked us up, that would be lovely. But yeah, I'm not in any danger, but yeah, it's going to get mighty unpleasant here.
No, it's fine. Just due to the coronavirus pandemic, we do have to have a possibility of control arrive to thereafter vehicle.
To be fair, mate, he doesn't need to go in the vehicle. I can show him where the pipe is. So.
Okay, so for you now.
Yep. Okay. Okay, lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Take care.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
It's an hour away.
That's not that bad.
That's not as bad as I thought it was.
I'm like, what?
Yep. To be fair, an hour away on the Isle of Skye, I'm mighty impressed with. That's a good thing for the A.
Well, they're not here yet though.
No. They're normally pretty good.
Okay.
I suggest.
I'm looking forward to when they pick mine up.
Yes. I suggest you guys go get dinner. I'll wait for the car. And hopefully I'll turn up a bit later with a working 106. So I hope we can splice that pipe.
Are you sure, or do you want us to wait with you? It depends how hungry you are,
I say
Morgan.
you go get some food. There's no reason you guys are missing out.
It is 9 o'clock now, so
I'll still be here when you finish dinner, so you might as well go get dinner and come back.
yeah, let's do that.
So what we've actually learnt is the best car to take to Skye is the 106. The best car to get you to Skye and home, well, that's actually undecided at the moment, because it's now 10 o'clock at night and the guy says he won't be here for at least another 90 minutes to look at the car to say whether or not he thinks he can fix it. If he can't fix it, that's going to be a very long time to get the 106 home. Hopefully the AA will give me a hire car so I can continue our trip. Or we've got a major problem.
35 quid for the lot of it.
On the other hand, if they made it specially for us,
They did. Yeah, I wasn't complaining.
turn off. Go away.
The adventures continue.
The steering
We're
wheel
now
is-
in the dining area of the 106.
Of the 106.
practical car. Practical
As long as
car.
you only want to dine in this particular location.
Yeah. We could dine back 100 and 200 miles that way
We could.
if we wanted to.
But was there a pizza place near?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, we don't know because we use the MR2 to go get to these pizzas.
That's
so.
true.
There was nothing near the other one though.
Yeah, there was that town not that far away.
Question: who's picked a better place to break down in?
Well, he's at the beach, so.
He is at the beach, yeah.
But it's a nightmare getting here.
Yeah.
The guy said, "Oh,
So-
I was like,
And you chose to break down at lunchtime as opposed to at 7 in the evening.
Which gave us a chance to fix it.
but we did waste the entire day trying to fix it. Whereas today we still had our day. The 106 at least chose to break down at the end of the day.
After we had filmed the bit saying
That it's fine.
it's the best car because it hasn't broken.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're at the beach where we filmed that.
Oh yeah, we've not left.
Well, we've left. Me and Morgan have left. To grovel at the door of a pizza place to let us in after they've closed.
Closed, yeah.
And make us some pizza.
To be honest, hot food is the best food.
They saved us big time.
They get a good review.
They will. If I remember.
So the man was like, "Where's your accommodation? Where do you need to get back to?" I was like,
Mealt falls. Apparently he's a very angry Scottish man who wasn't happy about fixing tourist vehicles.
"He hates tourists."
Too many of you tourists, come over here. We don't have enough on Skye. You overpopulate Skye. We can't cope with this many tourists. It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
And I was like, I'm really sorry.
Tourism is the only industry other than fishing on Skye.
That's what I said. I said about this. Yeah, sorry. You went, no, we need the tourists to survive. Like, without the tourists, there's nothing. But apparently, yeah, they're booked up with just their own vehicles till the 6th of September. Oh, that's bad.
I think my pizza's really good.
It's not bad at all. He said...
Do you want to swap a slice?
Yeah, what you got?
It was called the Stoker, so it's got chicken, pineapple, and red onion.
I'll swap a slice as well, if you want.
Yeah, go for it. I just put it. What have you got?
I'll have a meat piece as well, if you like.
What have you got, mate?
Like chicken, bacon, red onions, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
Kitros. That meat piece is good.
I need some
The
drinks though,
sausage
don't
on
we?
that is nice. So we're on the 2 and I'm going to finish this and then we'll get some.
Yeah,
good.
do that.
He said that they needed the tourism, but he was just like, I've got to go pick up a lady's car who I promised I'd pick up 3 hours ago.
Oh.
And he basically was moaning that he's not going to be home before midnight. And I was like, fair enough.
You are getting paid.
He does apparently have some magic tape which will meant to seal up water.
I bet you're just going to pull out a roll of duct tape, isn't he?
But he said I never used it before.
Oh god. That sounds promising.
I don't know how best to approach him. Act like we actually know what we're doing and we know about vehicles.
No, I went with that. I checked and I said, look, I see what it is. It just needs this. But our problem is we got this much engine. And like I said, we're working on my other vehicle. Couldn't get the gearbox back together again in time, so I bought this. No, it's not the right car to bring to Skye. He was pretty chill. He was just...
Wait. Just repeat what you just said for me.
We were working on my other vehicle. Couldn't get the gearbox back together again, so we bought the 106.
And then you said something else.
It's not the best vehicle to bring to Skye.
Thank you.
Better than MR2 though, because it doesn't break down as many times. And unlike a Beamer, it actually gets here. Let's be honest though, like, we have decided that the 106 is the best car to bring to Scotland, not to get you to Scotland and back. The jury's still out on that one.